Hello friends, I am Manoj Mitra. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to implement SPFx SharePoint framework deployment with Azure DevOps using the CI/CD pipelines as well as using the Blob storage. So why I'm using the Blob storage here? So instead of using the the default public Office 365 CDN for all the static files, all the bundle files, instead of that, we'll place it to the Blob. So we'll take a look at that scenario also, how to place the file here and how to leverage it. That one, if our static files like are quite heavy, if we are using the images, so it's always recommended to use the Blob storage as a CDN and just start using it to the SharePoint online. So if you are going to use these manual steps for shipping our solutions, so what are the steps we have? So it's like the gulp clean to clean the solutions, gulp build to build the solution, gulp bundle hyphen ship to bundle our solutions. So once we bundle, after that we got the all the static file, all the minified files. So those minified files now we need to push to the Azure Blob storage. So for that, we have one more command, gulp deploy Azure hyphen storage. So it will help us to place the bundled files into the Blob Azure storage locations. And then the same gulp package solutions hyphen script, it will help us to give us the package of the entire solution, which we can upload and deploy to the respective catalogs, whether it's the site collections or the tenant level catalog. So let's see how this work the process. So we can get automated this entire process. So we have a Visual Studio code where the client side framework is going to develop, and we'll use the Azure DevOps where the CI and CD pipeline. CI basically we'll use for the build pipeline to build the solutions, and then we are going to use the continuous integrations point of view, continuous deployment to release pipelines, right? So before that, so once the CI pipelines is going to done, in that we are going to deploy the content into the Blob storage also. So once this is done, so we'll move it to the CD. So that is like we are going to build a release pipeline. It will help us to take the all the bundle files where we have deployed that part, and the where the packages we need to place it. Means we need to add the solutions to the web catalog and then need to deploy it. So let's see this entire process, how it's work, right? So let me move to the sites dev.azure.com, and I just logged in with my organizational authenticated account here. So let's create a new project for this demo purpose. So I will just give the name here, Azure Blob something SPO ALM, so we can understand. Okay, so public, I'll just click on create. So let's create the project. So after that, okay, so we got the all the artifacts and all the building blocks of the Azure DevOps, pods, repo, pipeline, test, and artifacts. So for this video point of view, our main focus should be on the repo. We are going to create a repo, and we are going to create a build pipelines and the release pipelines, and see how this automated deployment has happened. I click on the repo. So we got the here is the URL which we can clone to our local machines using the Visual Studio Code. I click it here, clone in Visual Studio. Then it will open the Visual Studio Code. It will ask the particular library I need to map it. I'll just select that particular library. Would you like to open the clone the repository? Yes, I click open. So it will map the particular repository to the local folder. As you can see here, my master branch is going to come. If we have multiple branches we have added in this particular project, we can just select it from here itself, right? Or we can create from here also. So once this has come, let's create a Visual Studio project, a Visual Studio SharePoint framework project itself. I select the view, select the terminal. So I'll just make it big. Here only we can say yo at dash. So let's come, we'll go through the wizard, whatever the options it comes here. So I will just say PO ALM, it's just a name I gave. I need SharePoint Online, current folders. I want to select. I need all these informations. I need a web part. I'll just keep the same name, SPO ALM. Description is okay. Select React and let's start the process, right? Okay, so in the meantime, we'll go to the portal.azure.com and we'll create a one container. So I already have a one blob storage is exist, and I will just go to that one. I'll create a one container here. I'll give the name as SPO ALM. So I'll use as of now this container as anonymous. So to access it, I'll just say create. So now my container has created, right? So once it has done, we'll go back and we need to need this URL. So basically I will just go to the properties. I will take this particular URL, which I need to place it as a CDN path. So I will go back to the solution. Yep. So in the meantime, the solution is also created. I'll go to the config folder, and here we have a write manifest. Here we will change the particular path. So this path has changed, and there are a couple of more changes. I will just make it here as a false. So we don't want to use Office 365 public CDN. Deploy the Azure storage. So here we need to give the name and containers all. So container is still file. We'll just take it and give the storage name. That is my blob storage. And I just need container name here, nothing else. So as it's a public one, I'm not going to provide the key. So that should be sufficient. So once we are going to deploy this section, right, if we need to check it in the git ignore, so it's going to ignore all the files which we need to place into the blob storage. So we need a blob storage point of view that folders, it should exist. So in our system, once I'm going to use the CI/CD pipeline. So for that purpose, I will remove it from here. So like these files will get published into the system itself. So I'll remove from here, and node module is still fine. I don't need because it will come at a runtime when I'm going to build the solution. So let's build and see how it's work. I'll build. So let's quickly build it and see. Yep, will not take much time. Yep, it has finished. So deploy to the Azure storage as of now not required. We are just going to test whether all the this particular solution is working fine or not, just for that purpose. Yep. So it's finished. Gulp package solution. So our solutions folder should create it with a SPPKG file. Yep, it's done. So we are good to go with that solution. So we'll click it here. So it shows all the files which we need to check in. I'll just click here the tick mark. Yeah, commit. So initial. So it's going to commit locally. And here, once it's done, I need to publish it to the Azure Git repo. I click it here on the cloud icon, and it's going to push and all the local files to the Azure Git repo. So yep, it's done. So we'll move to the Azure Git repo, and we'll see the files here. I'll go back and I can see all the folders like dist folders, lib folders, temp folders, which is required as a bundle file, and the solution file is also exist here, right? So we don't have npm module, which is not required. So all the code has appeared in these sections, right? So this is nice. Now we have received. Let's create a pipeline here. So I will select the pipeline. I click on create a pipeline. and I select this other Git. So I will change it here with the Azure Git repo. Here I will select the repository and I will select my branch. I click on continue and click on empty shop. So this is fine. As of now, the name no need to change. My get source has selected. So I will go and add the node module. Yep. So as we are using the SPFx framework versions on 1.8 above, so it's recommended to use node 10 .x. So we'll go and add npm. So this is fine. Here I will go and add gulp clean. Build, and I need for bundle, need for packaging solution. So I'll add all. In the meantime, I'll just add the parameter. Need a gulp build, need gulp bundle, and parameter should be hyphen, right? And this is for the package solution. So let's check it one more time. It should be hyphen. Yep. So this is done. Now we need to add one more commands like publish build artifacts, that is for the CDN and for the solutions point of view. So let's add those one. Publish build artifacts. Yep, it's there. It's for the CDN, it's for the app. So I will keep the name here as like I'll keep both CDN. Yep. So this is fine here. I'll just keep the name. Yep, it's your pipeline. Here I will use the name app, and this is fine. Okay. So our build pipeline is ready now. Let's save it. Creation. Build pipeline. So it is done. Right. So let's test this one, and we'll get confirmation whether it's working fine or having any issue or not. So I manually queue this section. I will select the pool, what's coming out of the box, agent also, which is coming out of the box. I'm selecting those one and click on run. So it's getting queued now. So let's wait for a couple of minutes here. Yep, it has started. So it's going through all the steps. It will take almost 3 to 4 minutes here. So let's go to the release pipelines and start creating in the meantime, and we'll see how it's work. In the meantime, we'll come back and check it out, these options. I'll go to the release pipeline. I'll create a new pipeline here. It is part of the CD. I'll just click it here. I select the artifacts. So it's from the build. So this is the project what we have created, and we will select it from here. What are the build pipeline? And this is the latest, and this is the li. So this is important one for us. I click on add. So here it has created. We'll add the stage here. So I'll give the name of the stage as a dev environment env. So now we need to add the task here, right? So here what task we need to do? We need to first place the files, whatever we have minified files into the blob storage. That is the one. And second, we need to add into the app catalog what are the solution package we have, and then need to deploy. So these are the 3 steps we need to perform here. So let's start with those one. We'll use the Azure file copy. Azure file copy we have. and another. So let's configure this one. So we'll just rename it Azure Blob file copy. Yep. So that is the one. We need a source to place this particular file. So we will use the artifacts. So okay, it will take some time. Once its build will complete, then it will start available. For the time being, I will select that one. I will change it later. And I'll select here the Azure subscription. So this is the valid subscriptions I'm going to use. Just authorize this one. Yep. So destination type, we have a blob storage and RM storage account. Let it load. So it will give what is the blob storage name, what we have created, what access it will. We need to select the valid Azure blob storage account name. I will select again. It's taking time. Yep, it's appeared. So I select Azure Dev space 01 and my container name. What the container name I have created here, SPO. I'll provide this sections itself. So this is done here. So now let's add the another task so that we have SharePoint ALM, right? So if this task is not coming for you, so initially, like if you're doing a first time, it will ask for add the extensions, just follow that step and then it will start appearing for you. So as I have already done, so this steps is going to add here. I'm going to use the catalog scope action. I'll add one more time, one for the add, one for the deploy. So add solutions, that is fine. So I need to create a connection to which site we are going to deploy. We are going to add that particular solution, right? So we can click on add. We can provide the site collection URL. So I will use this as a site collection URL. So we can use the basic authentications. We can provide the user ID password and we can use the token based authentications where we need to provide the client ID, client secret. So I will go with the client ID, client secret. I have created a client ID, client secrets for this particular URL using the app rec new and then registered with the app new.app.inv.aspx. So I have that one. So let me take the client ID and client secret. What I have, yeah, will take it to my client ID. I will take my client secret. This is having some sort of access to do the operation on the site. So this connection name, I will use the dev site just for the reference purpose. I just clicked on save. Yeah, done. So we have done this changes. Why this is having the issues? Path. Okay. So till now we are not going to use the app tenant level app catalog. We are going to use the site collection. So I uncheck this section. This section is fine. Path to the SharePoint solution package. Okay. So let's select that one if it's appeared. Still taking time. It's okay. So I need to rename it. I need to just provide the proper path. So I think that's pipeline still is running, right? So that's fine. Here I will come. This is the deploy solution. Right. And the connections, we can use the same connection which I used earlier. So this is not for add solution. This is for deploy solutions. So it will ask the ID. So basically we can take it from here, what the ID has generated. So it should be dollars and in the bracket, it's fine. Yeah, so tenant wide deployment. No, I will just save it. Pipeline. So I have created, but I need to do few changes in this pipeline. So that's depend. Once my build pipeline will be ready, from that path it will start appearing here. So let's go back to the build pipeline, and before that it's saved. Yes. So I'll go back to the pipelines, and oh, it has done. That's nice. We'll see. There are some warnings. Is there? Yep, it has built. Let's see what's that warning schema. Nothing will be added to the build artifact CDN. Why it is so? Okay, so let's edit and check it out. What is the issue here? So I go back to the CDN. Okay, so here path is not correct, looks like. So we need to select the path. So once we have added the solution, here we need to provide the temp folders path. So we'll go back, temp and deploy. This is going to come, right? This is the sections, and similarly, if we'll come back here, here also our SharePoint solutions path. So this one need to select. Yep. Sorry. So let's save it. So let's queue it one more time and see if it succeed or still have any error. So in the meantime, I will go back to the release. So those paths I need to configure it, whatever I have created. I will go click on edit here. I'll go back to this section. So blob storage. Here I need to provide the path. It's not coming because it's not added anything. So let's go back and wait for. Yep. So it's on running mode. So it will take some time. Let's wait for that. Okay. So it has completed all the tasks here. So let's go to the release pipeline. I select the release from the pipeline section and click on edit. So it will open what the pipeline I have created. So this is my alias of the pipelines created, and this is that release pipeline task. So copying the blob storage. So this one is here. I need to select the source. So I click it here. So now you can see it's appeared. So all those CDN files I need to place it. I select OK. CDS is going to come here. And similarly, here we need a SharePoint solution package folder. So that takes us into the app and select this particular section. So it's coming here. So we are good to go here. So here as such, no configuration is required. I click on save. Right. So let's run this release also, and we'll just get notified whether it's working fine or not. So before that, so we'll go to the Azure and we'll see we have created the container SPO ALM. So here anything exists or not. So till now nothing is there. So we'll run the release pipeline. Then our the content, whatever the minified files has created in the build pipeline, it should come now. So let's create a pipeline. I'll select that type of environment, click on create. So it's created a one release. So let's see. Manually, I will deploy it here. Click on deploy. It's queued. So let's see. Pipeline has queued. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. It should start soon. So once it starts, the first step is that one only. It will take all the minified files from the build pipelines and place into the blob storage. So as it has started. So let's wait for a couple of minutes and we'll see once the task has crossed, then we can go back to the Azure and check it out all the minified files. Yep, it's downloading the artifacts. So Azure Blob file copy, the particular task has started. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. It should complete soon, as we don't have big files. Yeah, it's almost is going to over. It's running the storage command. Let's see. Yeah, it's saying uploading the files and now disconnect. Oh, it's failed. Is a storage account as well as a blob. The fix failed to start the copy. What's the issue here? So let's check it out. What is that issue? Not sure what's the issue here. So let's check out this section itself. What wrong we have done here. So this is, oh, this issue is like, so let me check it wasn't to basically and run it. So this is just a task version have some different set of commands. So task version 2, it's going to run this particular set of commands. So that's why I just click on save, change the task, right? So let's save and let's run it again. This section, create a release and run it. So let's see this time how it's work. Okay, it has queued. So event job is ready. It's not started. I'll go back here. Yep, it's queued actually. It's taking time. It's in process. Yep. Okay, it's initialized now. So let's wait for a couple of more seconds. We hope this time it should work fine. Yep, it's downloading the artifacts. It's almost going to complete. Now going to copy the files. So command has started. Yeah, in the meantime, I'll go back and check it out. Anything exists there or not, I'll refresh it. Yeah, as of now, nothing is there because it has failed earlier. Now it has started again and hoping it should work this time. Yeah, it looks the 3 file has transferred. So I will go back and just check it out. Yeah, we got the file. Yep. So now our the add solution command also done, deploy solutions also done. So let's go back to the SharePoint site collections and check it out. This particular solutions has deployed there or not. So I'll browse this, refresh this particular site's app catalog. As our solution name start with ALM. Yep, something is exists. It's gained a few seconds before. That's nice. So I will go to the particular page itself and just add this app. This add an app, and here we'll find SPO ALM, which we have recently created. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. It will start appearing here. Yep, so it's going to add. So let's refresh and check it out. Yep, it has done. I'm going to the home page. So just click on edit. So I'll delete this particular control. This is not required. I'll add the new one, ALM. Yep. So yes, we got the control here itself, right? So that's great. So now let's integrate. Once I just do the check-in, it should start automatically and come and deploy the all the changes into the site itself. So we'll see what changes we need to do. We have almost done all the settings, and then it's just minimal changes I need to enable it. I'll go back and click on. Yep, this is fine on the release lines. So we are going to add here adding. Yep, so we are going to add the schedule. So here is like, sorry, I need to go to the pipelines, click on edit, need to set the trigger, enable continuous integrations, right? And stay, I need to save it. So let's do the few changes here itself and see how it's worked now. I'll go back to the site. SRC folder, web part, component. This is the TSX file. So let's add few text here. Commands. Just copy paste this command here itself. Yep, so I got the changes. So these are the changes we have done. Let's say, okay, title changed. I'll come here and just click it here to synchronize this code with the Azure repo. Yep, so let's go and check it out in the Azure repo whether that changes has appeared or not. I'll go to the source web part, particular TSX file. This is there. Yep, so our changes has appeared. Now go to the pipelines and quickly check it out whether it has triggered or not. Yes, cool, it has triggered, right? We'll see what state it is. So we can see this is the what the comment we have given while doing the check-in. Title change, it also has appeared here. When I click it here, I will check it out my job. So it has started. It's on npm install. So it will. Okay, so yeah, so it has completed now. So let's move to the release line. So before that, so go and check it out. Yeah, all the files are very well appeared here. So let's refresh and check it out one more time. Yep, that's fine. So we'll go to the release pipeline. So it has also initiated and started. So it's about to finish. So let's see the deployment status. It's going to place the files there. So we'll get with the latest time frame. So let's wait for a couple of more seconds. Once it's complete, again it will deploy the solutions. They will add and deploy. So we will get the changes in the SharePoint page itself where our control we have added. Yeah, it's about to finish. Yeah, it's uploading the files. Yeah, 3 file has transferred, so we can go and check it out again. Yep, it has refreshed. The 3 files has refreshed. So we'll go back. Add solutions has done. Now it's going to deploy. Deployment also done. So we'll go and refresh here is the app catalog sections, and we'll see the time shown when it came. It shows a few seconds before. Again, that's great. So we'll go back to the page. Now let me refresh this particular page itself. So let's see our changes is going to appear here or not. Yeah, well done. We have received all the changes what we have done, the Azure DevOps with the SharePoint Online ALM and there also. So that's all for this